Welcome back to another drive with the worthless mutts, aka Gore the Dog Butcher. The topic that I want to discuss on this drive, I have like an hour's way to go, and I have at least an hour's way to go. And I want to discuss research. And this relates to, again, to this dog culture, to the dog lover. Let's say before getting a dog, and let's say this is also for people that are considering of getting a pit bull. I've always thought people were dumb. I've always thought people, when I was in grade 3 or 4, that's when I realized people are just dumb. Like, the children were so dumb. And this stems from, when I'm in school back in those days, school was boring. School was boring. And all I looked forward to was recess, gym, and basketball. Anything else was like I just didn't care about. I did very well in college. If I had cared about school back in, elementary days, I know I could have done a lot better, but I didn't care, thought it was boring, and just, most of my days, I just daydreamed. I just daydreamed throughout my whole school career. But anyways, I always thought children back in those days were really dumb. In the sense of, all I wanted to do was go out for recess, play basketball, go to the gym. There are times where children back then just couldn't behave. And I didn't understand it then, and I don't understand it now. Like, they couldn't behave. And the teacher says for the class, hey, be quiet. And some of the class is still talking, still disrupting, still misbehaving. And guess what? The whole class has to pay for that one individual. For example, let's say recess is about to start in, let's say 2 minutes. I want to go out for recess. I want to have my fun. I want to play some basketball. I want to go out, stretch my legs. I'm dying for some recess, man. But that one kid where the teacher says, hey, class, be quiet before we go. He's disrupting. He's misbehaving. This guy is not listening. Like, really? And they did a lot of other dumb crap, man. I didn't get it. That being said, I know I've called dog lovers dumb, but I don't think dog lovers are entirely stupid. I don't think the dog owner is entirely dumb. Because they are able to do research. They are able to think somewhat. They are able to, I guess, problem solve. I guess. I guess when it comes to a dog, there are some that you have to problem solve. But if these people before they get a dog, oftentimes they're going to do their research. What dog is best for me? What dog does this? What dog does this? They look up every other dog. They go visit a dog to see, and they kind of plan. They ask questions. They read information about a dog. They may watch videos. They may do all those things. Reddit, all the other forums, discuss it. Therefore, the dog nut is able to think. They're able to think. They're able to problem solve. They're able to critically think. If they weren't, generally speaking, I know there's some dog nuts that'll just go get a dog without even doing any research. I lost my train of thought. The research. Yeah. And if these dog lovers can do research about getting a dog, then that means there's hope that they can do research against the dog. They can do research. They can read articles, read stories, read reasons why you shouldn't get a dog. They can watch the Worthless Mutts and take in, over 24 hours of information regarding these worthless mutts. And the thing is, with people in general, and dog owners, dog lovers, they have something called a phone. Smartphones, Androids, iPhones, tablets, laptops, computers, smart TVs. Man, it's endless resources, endless technology in the palm of their hands, where they can just search these things. They can search about things that go entirely against the dogs. But why don't they? Why are they afraid of the truth? Why are they afraid? Why are dog lovers afraid to be wrong? Why do they try to be right when they're wrong? The dog lovers tries desperately to be right. And the way they do it is they change information pretty much on a weekly basis, monthly basis. They add new excuses. They, have various people talk about dogs. They make up things. They have the media, push this dog nuttery. And if the media is pushing this dog nuttery, they're just going to accept it and think it's okay, without even doing their own slightest bit of research against these worthless ones. We can say, I've covered this one of the first videos, that TV could be blamed. TV shows, movies. As a child, you watch these shows and all they do is promote dogs in a unrealistic way. And the child then accepts that as truth. Because growing up, all they hear is good things about dogs. They keep seeing dogs. And no one says anything bad about dogs. They don't research anything bad about dogs. They think dogs are great because they've never heard anyone say anything bad about dogs. And then either they'll do lazy research, or they don't do research at all. Then they go and get another worthless mutt, or they get a worthless mutt. Information is at the palm of everyone's hands by now. By click of a button. But there's a little bit of a problem sometimes. Like, again, the dog media. This is the news, this is YouTube, Facebook, even the search engines that can manipulate things. You'll find some things against dogs on Google, for instance, on the search engine. You'll find some things. But in order to find the good stuff, to find the facts, the real stuff, you gotta dig deep. Deep, 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 deep. You gotta dig deep to find it. For example, you search dogs attack their owner on Google, and you get some things that are completely irrelevant to what you search. You search maybe dog attack stats for 2022, and you'll get stats from the 90s. You'll get stats from 2006. You search stats for 2021 of dog attacks. You may get stats from 2017. So again, research is good, but even on certain platforms, they have manipulated, they have censored, they have hidden various facts, articles, information that go entirely against the dogs. Fact-based. They've censored the facts, and they have allowed opinions and emotions. Why are my eyes so blurry? They have allowed facts to remain hidden. So yes, doing research can be a little hard these days on the internet regarding these dogs. But that doesn't mean they're not there. They're there. You just have to keep looking. And that's when lazy research comes involved. You gotta dig deep. Research shouldn't last just a minute. Research should be an endless, open-ended activity. Research should be open-ended. A lot of dog nuts in particular, they may watch a video, pro dog video, and then accept it as fact. They may read one article about a dog and accept it as fact. They may watch cartoons and accept it as fact. But they don't do deep, thorough research regarding these dogs. None. And I could talk about common sense, but I'm going to leave common sense away from this video. So you dog nuts, you don't have to have common sense for now. But all I'm asking or saying is do your research. Do your thorough investigation regarding these dogs. Your experience, your research doesn't have to just be searching things on the internet. You could read books, but again, you go to the library, all they have is pro-dog books. You may find, I don't know, I've never seen one, but you may find a rare anti-dog book. You might. You might. But you go to the library, all it is pro-dog books. Stories about dogs. Children's stories about dogs. And that's why dog nuts, you get nowhere. Because unfortunately, again, not just on the internet, truth is hidden, but in the libraries, truth has been hidden and censored. Do you really think a major book publishing company is going to publish a book against dogs? Maybe. But again, we live in this dog culture. Dog culture where again, I guess you can say this video is kind of, it's all over the place. I'm saying to do research, but at the same time I'm saying that things are censored, which is true. But again, you gotta dig deep. If you're lazy, man, then you're gonna get played. You're getting played. And that's what the dog industry wants. They want lazy people like you dog lovers. Because you don't do research. You don't dig deep. You're easily to be manipulated by a freaking dog. A dog. Easily to be manipulated by ads about dogs. These stupid YouTube videos about dogs that are like pro dogs and have these dogs do stupid things. So you have ways of doing research of internet, search engine, YouTube, forums. You can also go to the library. Maybe go to a bookstore, but again, same thing. Which publishing company is going to publish books against dogs? There might be some out there. I'm not saying there isn't, but I haven't seen any. I have not seen any. All the books you see at bookstores are how to train your dog, how to like a dog, and, you know, books about dogs and all this garbage. Not only that only promotes that only promotes dog nuttery. It's sad. It really is. They say we have choices, you know, they say we have a choice, we have free will, but in terms of dog culture, all it is, it looks like it's just be pro-dog. That's all it is, be pro-dog. Another thing you can actually do is actually go out there and experience things for yourself. Observe. Listen to people's actual testaments against these dogs, which can be rare, I know. Sometimes you gotta go out there and experience. observe how certain dog lovers may behave. Observe how these dogs behave, and you'll see a trend. You'll notice a trend. And it's not pretty. It's not. You'll notice how there are a lot of irresponsible dog lovers. You'll notice how dogs will bark and try to touch you or smell you, which is, I think, is invasive. You'll notice how these dog lovers will allow their dog to defecate in public parks and on the streets and just walk away. You'll notice dog lovers picking up dog shit. You'll notice dogs barking day and night. You may have noticed dogs attacking people or other animals. You'll notice dog lovers doing things that are just out of order. Like taking a dog into a children's splash pad or swimming pool. Taking a dog. Dog lovers actually do this. They take their dog to a children's park, to a children's swimming pool, to a children's splash pad. They do this. They do this. And I guess it's not just researching the dog, but also researching these dog owners as well. You'll realize a lot of dog owners are obnoxious, they're rude, they're criminal, they're overweight, they look like junkies, look like druggies, they look out of order, they look like chaos. They have poor social skills, they're rude, they're disrespectful. They don't care about others. They're very selfish, very self-centered, very dog-centered. They probably do hate their lives. Something had happened in their lives, and they think the best way of coping is getting a dog. And with that, they put all their, I guess, positive energy into the dog and all their negative energy out towards people. There are some dog owners that will put the dog before their own flesh and blood children. Some dog lovers will put the dog before their own spouse or girlfriend or boyfriend. Some dog lovers that will, if it becomes between saving a child or a dog, they will save a dog. You got to do your research. You got to observe. Take time to observe these dog nuts. Research, read, analyze, think. I got 2 hours. Got to get to my destination in 2 hours, and the traffic is horrible today. It's really bad today. I kind of expect it to be bad, but I know I left like 2 hours earlier, like an hour earlier just in case, but I didn't think it would be this bad now. But anyways, do your research, dog lovers. Do your research about the dog. Like, and don't just, it's hard, it's very hard to say where to go, but any website you go on, and okay, if you search for dogs on Google, search for dogs, or like, I don't know, you search aggressive dog, or should I get a dog, or whatever the case may be, all you're gonna get is pro dog sites. most of what you're gonna get is pro dog sites, pro dog groups, pro dog videos. So then you're probably asking, how am I supposed to do a research against dogs if everything is so pro dog? And again, you gotta dig deep. You got to dig deep. You gotta look at both sides. You gotta look at the pro side dog, which is pretty much everywhere, and you gotta look at the negatives against dogs, in which you would have to dig deep and deep and deep to find out what the heck is going on. I mean, at the end of the day, just don't get a dog. You don't need a dog. Just ask yourself this: why do I need a dog? Okay. When you work, when you go to work, you're working for money so you can, keep the lights on so you can be fed. No one, unless it's volunteer for a good reason, no one works for nothing. No one works for nothing. So you're going to get a dog and do all these things for absolutely nothing. Pick up its crap, feed it, buy food, waste your money, vet bills, all this for a dog. At the end of the day, the dog will die maybe in 5 years. And guess what? You get nothing. All your money goes into the dog industry. And you get nothing. Why would you want to work harder for absolutely nothing? Does that make sense? A lot of incidents that involves a dog can easily be avoided. All you have to do is not get a dog, and the dog problems you have would cease to exist. No dog problem. But this, again, people will still go out and get these dogs to overwhelm themselves for nothing. For nothing at all. All because they were too lazy to do their thorough, deep research about these worthless mutts. They were too lazy to watch a worthless mutt video. They were too lazy to accept the facts that dogs are dangerous, disgusting, vile creatures. And they will get this disgusting, vile creature and place it in their homes. So they can then now pay for the dog, do all this crap for the dog, attention for the dog, nonstop. And they get nothing out of it. Except for an illusion, a delusion, some mental illness out of it. Dog lovers, please please, 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 please. Do your research. I beg of you. Do your research against these dogs. Please. And if you can and you read about it, you got to accept the facts. And don't just look at the dog only. You got to, again, analyze these dog owners and look how mentally ill, unstable, stupid, ridiculous, rude a lot of these dog owners are. Do you want to be associated with a community full of dimwits? Do you? Because that's what the dog community is, full of dimwits. Obnoxious, rude, gross people. Do you really want to be associated with rude, gross people? It seems like you do. All you gotta do is say no to the dog. Get rid of the dog. Don't get a dog. Do your research, please. Research, research, research. Why are people so afraid to do research? Why are people so afraid of the truth? Why? What is wrong with accepting the truth? Because the truth will set you free. And I'm guessing these dog nuts don't want to be set free. They want to be held captive in their dog nuttery. They want to be held captive in their pit bull nuttery. How many times have we seen a pit bull attack? Again and again and again and over and over and again and over and again and over again. And oftentimes these pit bulls are attacking for no reason and when they're unprovoked. Nearly 99% of the time, this is my guess, not 100% fact, but I'm going to say 99% of the time, pit bulls will attack and kill when they have not been provoked by either another animal or a person. This is my opinion, and I bet it is fact. Tell me which person, when they see an ugly, nasty, ferocious demon like the pit bull, is going to mess around with the pit bull. Who? You see a nasty looking thing like that, hey, I'm going to mess around with this thing. Who does that? Some people don't even mess around with ant nests because they know these ants will bite. These ants will crawl on them. They'll swarm. So people tend to keep back away from even an ant's nest. So why would someone want to compete and provoke a pit bull? Then we have research that says this is for pit bulls. Never keep children alone with a pit bull. There are articles out there that says never leave children alone with pit bulls. Then you go to a pit bull pro site or a YouTube video, all you see is, you know, they have a child or a baby next to a pit bull. All you see is cute. All this, yay, it's great. Even the pro pit bull person in one video is probably saying never leave your pit bull alone with children. They go to another video, they see a child alone with a pit bull, and all they're saying is, "Oh, it's so cute." And as soon as that dog attacks, or another pit bull attacks a child, that same person goes on to type, "You shouldn't have left him alone." These dog nuts, they full of excuses, and they play on every side. They're full of excuses, and they play on every side. I guarantee you there are actually pro pit bull nuts out there that say, hey, never leave a child alone with a pit bull. They'll be against you for one video, say never have a pit bull lean against a child, or never allow a child to play with a pit bull. Then when they go to another video and they see it, they're going to say it's cute and all this. As soon as that dog or any other pit bull attacks a child, they come out of nowhere to state, you shouldn't have done that. How many times have we seen and we've known and heard of pit bulls attacking children? So many times, and the information is out there. The information is out there. Information is out there. But these pit bull lovers, pit bull advocates, people who want to own pit bulls, they ignore it. They don't take heed. And again, it's not even about doing research again. If you look at a pit bull and look at it, and it looks so ugly and demonic, what do you think? Hey, I don't want this ugly, demonic, nasty looking thing in my home near my children. You think people do that, but no. Near where I live, there's a very ugly pit bull. I don't know. Oh, it's ugly. It's ugly. It's ugly, man. Even saying ugly doesn't describe how ugly that dog is. And these people want these ugly things in their homes. And if people can't do thorough research, and they look at an ugly pit bull and they get it and put in their house, I mean, how do you expect them to do research? These people are blind and lazy. Man, do your research, dog nuts. Please do your research. Please, please, please do your research. You cannot be lazy when it comes to dogs. And you pro dogs know this. They know taking care of a dog, you can't be lazy when taking care of a dog. And the same thing should apply when doing research about a dog. You can't be lazy. You can't. But this is what the dog industry wants. They want a bunch of dumb, lazy people like you dog lovers. That's what they want. That's what they want. They want lazy dog lovers, so they can sell you a worthless mutt, so then you can buy dog food, pay for vet bills, and all the other things you do not need to the dog industry. Man. That's the other thing they should research not only about the dog. They should also research about these dog owners and about the dog industry, which is a little tricky. Because the dog industry, it's very secretive. It's very hidden. And I'm not talking about no dog trainer or your backyard breeder or your pet store. There is a secret dog industry that is unseen, that is unheard of, but it's there. If you have the intuition to see it, intuition to know that it's there, then you will see that there is a hidden dog industry, hidden pro-dog group, dog agendas that is looming above this society, this world. There's certain things you just either you have to look deep for it, or you just gotta know it's there because it's there. This dog culture is not an accident, ladies and gentlemen. This is no accident. It's no accident. If the dog industry didn't want you to know about certain things or about dogs, then they would either put it out or they would hide the information. Look at this. The so-called, civil rights war in the 60s, 70s, 50s. Back then, you can say the media was racist. The so-called white media was racist. So racist. They were so racist that they gave people like Martin Luther King, Malcolm X, Medgar Evers, Nelson Mandela, Rosa Parks. They gave these people platforms. The white media was so racist, but hey, I'm a racist white guy, but I'm gonna give these black people who are fighting for their rights some screen time, some media time. Does that make sense? Does that make sense? So what I'm trying to say is, the dog industry, if they didn't want you to know about dogs or certain things about dogs, they wouldn't tell you. If they really wanted to ban dogs or ban pit bulls, then they would have. But the dog industry allows them to exist. If the dog industry knew, if the dog industry cared about the well-being of people, then they would take action. They would not be a dog industry. It would not be a booming multi-trillion-dollar industry. It wouldn't exist. You wouldn't have known about it. But they want you to know. They want to keep selling dogs, keep promoting dogs over and over again. If they didn't want you to know about certain things, they wouldn't show you. They wouldn't promote it. Why are they promoting this dog culture? Because there is a secret agenda. There is a looming dog industry run by who knows who that has been pushing this dog agenda. Who knows why? Who knows where? But I know it exists. And when you do your thorough research and you observe and you experience certain things going on either in your city, around the world, looking on the internet, reading other information, you realize that none of this dog stuff is an accident. If they really cared about, again, mental illness, I was talking about mental illness, then they would, you know, end this dog culture. If they really care about mental illness and they see a lot of people doing suspect things with dogs, they would end it. They would end it right away. If they can end businesses, if they can end human lives, they can disrupt your income, they can end this dog culture. But again, there is an agenda taking place. There's a big agenda taking place. Going on. Yeah, I'm just looking at the map because I haven't heard a sound from it all this time, so I'm not sure why it's so quiet today. Sound is on, but why is it? Oh, that's why. Oh, like a fool. Anyways, yeah. Do your research, people. Do your research about the dogs, about the dog owner, about even the dog media, and the dog industry. And that dog is, again, it's very tricky. Very tricky. I know there's a hidden hand pulling strings with this dog culture. Like, none of this is accident. None of this is just by act. This is all done on purpose. How can dog lovers be so stupid, so disgusting, and nothing can be said? No one can talk about it. It's not being mentioned. And again, if they wanted to keep things hidden, they will keep things hidden. If they want to put things out, they will put things out. If they want to stop things, they will stop things. But this endless cycle of dog nuttery, of dogs, it needs to stop. And it can be stopped with doing research, deep, thorough research.
In 600 meters, keep left to stay on Ontario 401 Express.
Just keep doing your research. Try doing your research. Man, and I'm telling you, man, when you know the truth, man, it feels so good. Just knowing the truth.
To stay on Ontario 401 Express.
Knowing the truth just makes you feel so good. Man, it's so great to be set free from any lies.
On Ontario 401
be held captive, not just, you know, physically, but mentally, emotionally, spiritually, man. I'm telling you, please, dog nuts, please. Don't do your research for me. Do it for your children. Do it for your own self. If you care so much about yourself, you do some deep research. You'll look at the facts. You observe these other dog nuts. You observe yourself. Again, yeah, that's another thing. Like, observe yourself and how you behave around dogs. How you interact with dogs. Is it pleasant? Is this something that's good? Is it positive? Is it productive? Ask yourself questions. Ask yourself, what would happen if I don't have a dog? What's the worst that can happen if I don't have a dog? Ask yourself these things. And I'm telling you, asking questions, man, is also a sign of progress. If you don't ask questions and all you do is do, then you're just a puppet. You're lifeless. You're not in control of your own life. So I'm gonna end it here. Again, do your research. Please do your research, and thank you for joining me on another drive. There's a lot of traffic going the way that I've been going, but hopefully by the end of this video, maybe someone or a few of you have been able to change yourself and to free yourself from this dog nuttery. This is another Worthless Mutts, and remember, it's okay.